hanging out, can't resist. Stories from the streets they share, laughter echoes fills the air. From the cruisers to the show, Daytona Beach, they always glow. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian, Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Saturday nights, the mics are on, talking cases till the dawn. Daytona stories fast and wild, every tale makes you smile. Beaches, waves, and bright blue skies, off patrol time really flies. From the stations to the sea, their camaraderie's the key. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian, Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Take a bow. Beaches, waves, and bright blue skies, off patrol time really flies. From the stations to the sea, the camaraderie's the key. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian, Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Saturday nights, the mics are on, talking cases till the dawn. Daytona stories fast and wild, every tale makes you smile. Beaches, waves, and bright blue skies, off patrol time really flies. From the stations to the sea, the camaraderie's the key. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian, Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow.
What do we have here, Jimmy Jams?
Welcome back. That's a show opener right there.
I can tell you this: we have some phenomenal people that love us and watch us and want to be a part of our goings on. That was a song created by the wonderful, livid PD. That's my guy.
That's it.
Isn't he a cool dude?
Yeah. I feel like I'm really high.
You are
Yeah.
really high. Maybe
Well-
I'm just really low. Let me just try to do a little adjustment here.
Yeah?
I don't know what to do here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dropped it like it's hot.
Listen, for those of you who do not know and you're watching right now, make sure you tell your friends we're live right now because there are some special things that are coming up in this episode of a live show from OPL Recaps. Now, here's number one. We are dead set in the crosshairs of another storm heading towards Florida. And that's not a joke. We're talking about something that's an investor right now, turn into a tropical storm and could be a hurricane by early this week by all predictions as I'm seeing. Jimmy, have you seen anything different than that?
Oh man, you know I watch them storms like a hawk. I try to be like one of these weather guys, and it looks like Category 2 is
Yeah,
coming for Tampa. You know, they show the cone is gigantic, like the size of the state, but you
yeah,
know, that's just a broad spectrum of what could happen.
yeah. That cone of uncertainty. The issue that I'm having with it is obviously we know our friends up in the Big Bend area, obviously Georgia, North Carolina. They've already taken a massive blow. So we're praying. I'm sure we all are holding our collective breaths, hoping that it comes straight across Florida, back out into the Atlantic, and leaves that area, north, south, northeast area of the South alone, right?
Yep.
And speaking of hurricanes, my Miami Hurricanes are on the road in California. And speaking of California, how come nobody likes any of the West Coast departments on the show?
I don't I,
What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like wishy-washy. We'll say wishy-washy policing.
I don't. I wouldn't say
Is
all
that
that.
too brutal? Is that too
Well,
brutal?
I suppose. I mean, I guess they got a different set of rules out there, but nonetheless, they're donning the badge, and people are bad mouthing all of our agencies on the West Coast. Jim, I've seen it on social media. Have you seen
No, but I
it?
might agree with them when you're talking about Fontana. I mean, I don't know. I think they're so overboard with their policing on vehicles that it's like, how could any car enthusiast want to be there? I mean, did you see the thing with the Hyundai and the BMW? That,
Wait.
that was.
Before we get into the Honda and BMW fiasco, which aired last week, we are talking
Mhm.
about that earlier this week, and I was like, what just happened? Before we get into that, because we're going to talk about people swapping emblems and swapping. We talked about VIN numbers being swapped last week. Before we talk about swap meets and swapping that stuff, we do have to talk about this. We have a friend in Everett, Washington, and I presume, based on some information that I may or may not have, I can either confirm or deny that they won't be on the show much longer. And I'm not happy
Eh,
about that.
maybe they don't want to be affiliated with the West Coast.
So we're
Hmm.
talking about the West Coast, obviously, California, the Washingtons, the Oregons, those that side of the country does have a difference. They police differently than the East Coast does. Let's just call a spade, right?
Yeah.
Their time zones are different, and so are their laws. And a lot of the times, they're more of a hands-off approach, unless they absolutely have to. And even on some felonies, it's kind of like, we'll get them next time. As opposed to a Hazen, Arkansas, right? Where every felony, you're you're paying the Pied Piper when the chief and his boys get their hands on you. Am I right?
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of Hazen, Arkansas, breaking news. This just in. They were not on the show last night. We all know that.
Hmm.
But they would not be on the show, my sources tell me, for several months.
We need Hazen.
Are
We
they
need him.
The question is, are they actually going to be back before Christmas or first of the year? Is the question. What do you think?
I think out. I think because they're a little banged up and they need a little break, but also it's hunting season coming up and all the things, they do all the things. They do
Yeah,
football, they do baseball, they do crossing guards, they
yeah, everything.
shoot deers
And turkeys, and they
and
love turkeys.
turkeys.
But that I don't think that's the reason they're going away just for hunting. But you alluded to it earlier. They need a break. I mean, being such a small department, and they're giving you the best that they got every single week. They're hitting hard. They're a little bruised up, but they're no worse for the wear. I think you just need that time to recuperate
Hmm.
and decide if they're coming back going forward.
What do you think about the new Arkansas team?
What we're going to get into that too a little bit later on in the show, but to just so I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about a plethora of other things from last week that I found absolutely hilarious, beginning with the conversation we were having a few minutes ago about the switching of emblems. That I was on the floor laughing, Jim. What do you think?
So I was laughing because I mean a BMW and a Hyundai, like you should know your vehicles. And I said this a long time ago when we first started
You
this
sure did.
that California needs to learn their vehicles.
You said it. You
And
called
if
it out.
if I want to make my Hyundai into a BMW without switching VIN numbers or anything, that's my right. I can't tint my windows
Nope.
jet black, safety reasons. Okay.
Right.
But if I'm broke and I'm driving a Hyundai from 1996 and I said, "You know what? I'm churching it up today, folks. I'm churching it up and I'm rocking a BMW
Yeah.
330 accent." That's it.
330
That's
accent.
it.
Not 330i, 330 accent.
330 accent. Yeah. Not I.
That guy had quite the imagination, and people do this all over. And I don't
Yeah.
want to talk bad about anybody or any nationality, but when I lived in South Florida, we see that a lot. When I was down south, you see the Toyotas with Lexus emblems, and you
Yeah.
see the Chryslers with Bentley and things of that nature,
Or no emblems at all.
or no, they're completely clean. You know what I mean? And blacked out. So it happens. You can identify the car. Hence the words, you have to learn your cars.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult to do, but as he walked up to the car, he didn't see the accent taken off on the back, but the cameraman zoomed in on after he figured it all out.
So let me ask you something.
Ask me something.
I mean, could he really have a traffic stop there, or does he just say, "My mistake, I'm out"?
Yeah, I think it was in Florida. Once you lose that probable cause or that reason for the stop, we're done. Because if you find anything else out after you figure this out,
Fruits of the tree,
poisonous tree.
poisonous
You're
tree. That's what it
absolutely
is.
right. You're absolutely right. And then everything's getting thrown out, and I got to go to court, and then you're in trouble, and that's no fun for anybody, right?
Nope.
And lawsuit and unarrests can happen. Nobody wants to see any of that stuff. So that's where we are with that call. But I did find it hilarious, and I got to admit to you, man, I've seen this happen on many traffic stops where somebody calls out with the wrong vehicle. They run the tag, it comes back to a different vehicle. People are running to them because they think it's a stolen car or an altered whatever, and it turns out to be absolutely nothing. So luckily that did not happen with that call. I thought some people were coming to back him up, but it didn't get that bad.
Yeah, is what it is.
It is.
California things.
So Everett may not be with us much longer, unfortunately. Speaking of Everett, there was quite a buzz yesterday on social media about a post that was on X.
Oh,
Yeah, there were some people commenting on it and thinking that they saw a clue in the background of one of those posts. I don't even know who sent that post out, but whoever it is, man, stop the drama. May it have been Noah in the backdrop being teased or hinted or alluded to in that social media post? Could be. Could it be somebody else? Could it be Captain Danny Brown? We don't know.
downtown Danny
You
Brown.
never know who it is when you're doing OPL recaps, because like we alluded to, we have interviews lined up and we're behind on editing every night. How many weeks How many weeks behind are we on this last interview that we won't talk about? We're 2 weeks.
I was gonna say three
three
weeks because my computer's been down. So
Yeah.
that was a week and a half ordeal. So I'm thinking 3 weeks we're behind. Maybe
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So we got some catching up to do, but we won't forget you. We do want to thank everybody that came out for National Night Out. Yeah, Jim?
Yeah, of course. Good times?
I would say so. The people came out and represented Daytona Beach and the greater Daytona Beach area very well. We have people come from all over, including other counties.
I was gonna say some people came from down south. People were making their way. They were like, "Let's go."
Yeah, they came on up and they help us represent a little bit, and that's what we like to do. National Night Out is a situation where agencies all across the country are, opening up the doors for the community to come and take a look at who we are, what we have to offer, some of our, specialized units to give back to the community, right?
Yeah, of course. Speaking of giving back to the community real quick, just because I see this, I'm laughing and chuckling. People are like, what's he giggling about?
There we go. What do you got?
Douglas Scott says, I'm surprised y'all haven't gotten the sisters Tootsie and Sissy in Daytona on the show yet.
Oh, don't do that. They've been on the show. He missed it. You've been,
Yeah,
yeah.
he wants an interview.
I'm sure he does. Listen.
We'll pass on that unless Mike brings him to his house.
No, not gonna happen. Maybe we should. We should do. Speaking of bringing them to my house, we should take the show on the road. We should get out there, do some live stuff on the boardwalk, band show.
My wife said that. She's like, you and Mike should get in the truck and go drive around and go start doing live stuff with other officers as they're out there. I'm like,
and not stuff with them, but go
stalking,
out there and meet some people, man on the street type stuff, right?
Okay.
I think that'd be awesome. I'm
that
down
would,
for it, man. We're not walking around trying to prevent crimes. We're not vigilantes, okay? That's against the rules. We just want to go out here and kind of just talk to you guys, meet you out when you're out here in Daytona Beach having a good time. We should be out with you.
Like a mobile fan club.
There we go.
We'll just drive around.
Let's go. Speaking of a fan club, dude, some of our besties, right? Let's take a look at this. McKenna came and represented her and Allie. Popped up at National Night Out. Yeah. They came to see us, including Noah, but he hid. There's Lieutenant Richie Marr with McKenna and Allie.
I said they just want to see VCAT. That's what they want to see. They want to see the tack vest. They want to see the yellow writing, the dapper haircuts. That's what they want to see.
They show some love to everybody,
Of course.
All fans from all ages. Oh, there's Eddie Lee and Kilo. Beautiful dog there.
Everybody loves puppers.
Oh my God, don't they just love them?
Yep.
And so we were able to have a good time. I do want to show one more video. You cool with that if I show one more video?
Yeah.
Let's do a quick video about National Night Out. If you haven't seen it, go to the Daytona Beach PD Facebook page, or you can jump up on their Instagram page. Oh, it's not on the Twitter page. Well, maybe we won't be showing it.
It's slipping.
It was slipping. But we'll show this. What do you think about this? We had Purple on, was it Thursday? Yeah, for Domestic Abuse Awareness Day. The Domestic Abuse Council came out, took some pictures with us. The lady's in charge there. That's our victim advocate there in the middle. She reaches out to a lot of people who in need in the Daytona Beach area.
Very nice.
And obviously, the ladies wanted to get a quick picture with me. That was fun. They recognized me and said, "Hey, let's just take a quick shot." For
of course.
Social media page.
Silver Fox, a stud.
That's the least I can do. You know what I mean? So we had a good time. We had a great time, and it was all recorded. And there's a great video. I just gotta track it down.
I saw you pop up. I was at work, of course, so I saw you pop up on my phone. I was like, "What's this guy doing going live?" I was like, "What a stud!"
Nah.
Yeah.
Absolutely nobody. So last weekend, okay.
Yeah.
Back to last weekend. We're caught up with what happened this week. We haven't talked about last night, but last weekend first. Let's just back up just a little bit because I was taken aback by some of the hilarity of the calls that took place last weekend. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Jim. If you're going to be on the show, you can only be two ways to keep my attention. All right. Either extremely action-packed or extremely funny.
That's it.
Okay. If you're just blah, 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 it's hard to keep the attention of people these days. Am I wrong about it?
100% right. That's where the views come from. It's either going to be funny or it's going to be something serious, dramatic.
All right. So the Beach Grove had a felony stop. I got to stop for a second because the Beach Grove felony stop had me cracking up. And I don't want it to be cracking up just to crack up. I kind of want to show you guys what happened with the traffic stop. Can we go back and take a look at it?
You got it. All right. Good deal.
Was it Friday night? It had to be Friday night. Right? You remember, right?
Well, you were going to say beach, and I just thought of Daytona with the guy on his back. We'll get to that one, too.
Oh, the guy on his back. I'm telling you, man, there's no shortage of hilarity.
No.
All right. So let me see if I think I got this thing queued up. Let's see if it plays. Oh yeah, there it is. Here we go. Oh no.
Lagging.
Light up passion. All right, watch. We're lighting it up now. He does. He does. He does.
So I thought he was going to take off there,
Here we
just to
go.
jump ahead of me
Hey.
just a little bit. And here comes the felony style, which is the best part.
Come back to me. Come back to me. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Get out of the car. 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 Watch the passenger.
Yep, I got him.
Come here. Hands up. Come here.
I'm coming around the Sarge. I'm going around the Sarge.
I got the passenger.
Yeah. He's got two with him. He's got two. I'm staying with you.
Okay.
Now you gonna have a black person to come here
Face away.
and act like it's
Just
all
step
cool,
backwards towards
and
me.
it ain't. You know it ain't
Keep
so.
coming.
Have a video camera, everything. Yeah,
Over here.
good.
Towards me.
I got a state trooper. That's my best friend. I ain't worried about what you talking about. Ain't nobody stole no car.
Yeah, my dad just rented the car.
I rented the car. I only had it a week over the time. You liars. You liars. And you know it. Working a job, trying to pay for the rental car, and y'all want to pull me over and arrest me.
You got any ID on you, sir?
No, I don't have no idea. What you gonna do? Shoot me?
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you what your name is. That's
No,
it.
I ain't giving you shit, bro.
You're not gonna
I
give
ain't
me your
giving you
name?
shit, bro.
Why not?
You ain't my brother.
Why
Cause
not?
you ain't my brother. Cause you know this is.
How is it
You know it's.
We do it?
This ain't a stolen car. It's a rental. I only had it over a week.
Okay.
I got money to pay for it.
Okay. What's
I've
your
been
name?
working
Okay.
a job.
Give me your first name so I can at least know who will call you.
Jasmine.
Gasman.
Look,
Okay. Appreciate
Never
it.
had a crime in my life. Never done one thing wrong. Y'all wrong.
said you
Now,
did.
you know y'all
You
wrong.
never say you did.
Y'all know y'all wrong. I had to rent a car for 1 week. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Going on.
Okay, right there. Jim, okay, let's back up just a little bit because there's a lot to digest with this aggressive person, okay? First of all, I'm not going to critique anything about that felony stop. Pretty close, but that's neither here nor there. But
I was gonna say, and if you
Go.
want me to do it,
go for what you know and what you saw that felony stop.
it was just. I mean,
It was weird.
it was good on them for doing a felony stop, but I'm surprised they just didn't walk up to the car. I mean, I wouldn't be talking to him from the back of the car saying, "Hey, you got a stolen car." Like that's just instant. He just went from 0 to 100. At least you could have been like, "Hey, come back here. Let me talk to you real quick."
Yeah.
And of course, you know, having one person out of the car already, and the other guy jumps out of the car, and she's saying something. His attention from the other officers over here. It's like, oh boy, like anybody could have ran, and that just would have went sideways real fast. But
Yeah.
hey,
It didn't. It got funny real fast because
it did.
all right, so the communication was good. They were very close to the car. Ideally, you want to create some distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
That distance gives you time to react, to move to cover if need be, all that good stuff. All right, so that's neither here nor there. The guy was driving erratically. Stops, he pulls up. He stops, he pulls up. You think he's gonna go signal 12 or take off, fling from you, so you get close to him. I think you're ready to pin him. So that's probably why they were so close. But the communication was good. He said, "I'm with you. There's two in the car, whatever. I'm going around to Sarge. Oh, Sarge, you got two with him. I'm coming back to you." So you don't hear people creeping up behind you when you got your gun out, right? So great communication there. Where the thing fell apart for me, where I lost all seriousness and action-packed stuff, was when he gets to the back of the car. He gets to the back of the car and he begins to talk about, "I'm only a week overdue. You know what I mean? I'm not giving you my name. Oh, here's my name. And my best friend is a trooper."
That's it.
What's that got to do with the price of tea in China?
Nothing.
My best friend is a trooper. Have you ever been on a traffic stop? You had to throw out the fact that your best friend was Sergeant Mike Bryan or something like that.
No, I hate name dropping. I don't name drop. I talk to you like I'm a human. You're a human.
Yeah.
And if you're going to stroke me a ticket for being a soup sandwich, I'll take the ticket. That's it. I don't throw out names. It's very rare that I'm like, unless somebody asks something specific, then I'll say,
Right.
yes, I know 10,000 cops. Sorry, I know them all.
Right. It's pretty much pointless, right? When you're
Yeah.
when you're committing a felony to name drop a law enforcement
Well,
officer.
yes.
That's your alleged best friend, right? But he doubled down, Jim. He didn't just say his best friend was a trooper. He took the religious route as well, right? So
all
now,
the routes.
He took every route.
He took all the routes.
I've never been in a crime in my life, right? I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm a Jehovah's Witness to boot. Okay.
Yep. All the things were thrown out except for what his favorite football team was. That was it. Everything was thrown out.
That's right. Just that, and I don't care who you are, Jehovah's Witness, Eyewitness News. You can be an eye doctor. Okay, I don't care what you are. First witness on the scene. If you commit, that's right. If you committing a felony, I'm taking you to jail.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Well, maybe.
Usually. Well, when you're being that nasty.
Oh, you're talking yourself into cuffs.
Listen, usually felonies people go to jail for. That's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a little discretion with some misdemeanors, sometimes you don't. But yeah, you're driving a stolen car by your own admission. You didn't pay for yet. So hence
even if you did pay for it, if it's a month late, hey, guess what? They want their car back.
Right. It's still reported stolen. Okay. So off you go, bruh. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Everybody does that now. I hear that thrown out so much. I'm just like, oh my God, with the bro. Like, just yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Let's just talk to people like we have some sense.
Well, how about this? How about you don't run your mouth as much as you're doing now when you're caught dead to rights, right? And we all know that you're trying to play this race card initially, but then when you realize that the African-American officer's there, and now you're trying to reverse play the race card and get out of it. It's not a get out of jail free card. A crime's a crime.
Nope.
I don't care if you're transparent, pink, purple. I don't care what color you are. The felony's the felony. You're taking the ride. It's the end of the story.
That's it.
So that drove me crazy, but it had me holding my stomach laughing, especially the Jehovah's Witness part, because I think they're probably disowning him for that right there.
But on a serious note,
yeah,
all this put to the side.
Yep.
Why did they spell beach like that?
Well, there's no water probably attached to the city, most likely. So it's like beech nut cereal. You ever had that stuff back in the day, the beech nut?
No, can't say I have.
Somebody talk to me. If you had the beech nut before, I know I'm not going crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you're going crazy.
No, there's no way. Somebody had beech nut cereal before and they spell it like that. It's not like Daytona Beach, you know, it's a little different. But I do like this. I love the logo on their car. The BG.
Yeah, it's real nice.
That looks good, man. That's a good looking vehicle, man. We thanked Beach Grove last week for coming back and being with us. Great job on that interaction there. That guy went off to the slammer for that theft by receiving, grand theft auto, whatever you want to call it in that area. So that was funny.
What else you got, fella?
Dude, it's not about me.
Okay. So since it's not about you, I see you got the little blue line smokes in there.
Oh,
I see that that's a nice little logo you got there.
Blue Line is sponsoring us once again. I want to remind everybody, Blue Line Smokes is one of our sponsors, and there'll probably be some more information coming up about them later on in the show and future shows. But I know this guy, his product is quality. It's not super expensive. And it's direct to you. If you're in the greater Daytona Beach area and you want to receive that stuff in person from me, I can help you out with that. You know what I mean? Because my buddy is a great entrepreneur. And in this family, nobody smokes alone. Let's not forget about Blue Line Smokes.
So since we're talking about sponsors really quick.
Yeah.
We have a package that we need to do a review on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear that?
I hear that. I hear that. That's rattling over there.
I'm gonna.
Should we talk about it? Can we show it? What's the
Yeah,
deal?
we could show it. I just really have to be careful.
Oh Lord. All right. So all right. So before he tees this up, okay,
Whew.
those of you who are watching right now, if you have any idea what Jimmy has in his hand, I have a small idea. I didn't touch it. I haven't felt this pack. I haven't felt this item that was sent to him from a sponsor that's trying to help us out with some things going forward in the show. But I know that whatever it is, if he's saying he has to be careful, listen, Jimmy works with firearms. Okay. All day, every day. I never hear him talking about being careful about anything because it's like second instinct to him. So whatever is in his hand right now that he's about to show us has the potential or propensity for some damage in his abode right now. So what do we got, Jim?
All right, fella.
Oh no. Don't do it like that. Oh Lord. Were those dice?
Nope.
Oh, the little
Shatter balls.
shatter balls.
Yep.
Nice. What are those things made of titanium or something?
I didn't. I'm sure they're probably not going to tell you what they
Oh.
made them with because I'm
Oh.
sure it's some kind of patent, blah, blah,
Proprietary.
blah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I will tell you, I read the cautions, and number 2, this should be number 1 because I'm definitely afraid of these things around anything right now.
All right, here we go. And then go back to number 1 after that. What's number 2?
Shatterballs do not discriminate between vehicle glass and other glass objects. This device can break cell phone screens, windows in homes, glass tables, etc.
Are you on a glass table right now?
I'm not, but my phone is right here, and I am deathly afraid that if I drop this thing, it is going to just
Shatter it. Yep.
destroy something. And I just got my laptop back from being fixed, so
Yeah, careful, buddy. Okay. All right. They sent us a couple of shatter balls to check out. Okay. So what's number 1 then? If number 2 should have been number 1.
They also sent a little pouch that you put them in so you could put it on your duty belt.
Oh, it's a little keeper.
Yep.
All right. So what do we do with these shadow? Should we talk about what we do with these shadow balls, or should we wait?
We'll wait.
test
We'll do a
them?
full review on them. I'll
Okay.
get some glass from work
somewhere. Yep. And we'll test them.
Yeah.
Video. We'll put it on the channel.
We'll go through the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, number 1 just says they're not meant to be deployed as projectiles from any weapon or device. I think that should be like number 4.
Well,
Like, I don't
that's
think that'd
common sense. You can't
That's-
load it in a pistol or a shotgun.
That's what I think. I think that's common sense. So I think number 2 should really be number 1. Don't drop this on anything.
Oh my
But-
goodness.
I digress. We will come back to these in a separate interview and have some fun with them.
I like it. So what kind of glass are you thinking we're going to test this stuff on? Do you have any double pane glass? What do you
Yeah, I sure do. I got plenty of it. And it says it'll do glass tables.
Mm-hmm.
Got some of those laying around that I don't need. See ya.
What else?
Whatever. I'll get a car window. I'll go to the junkyard, get a car window.
I'm about to say, where the heck you getting a car window from?
I'll get a junkyard.
Maybe you should just go directly to the junkyard and try it there.
No. They're going to
That's
be
against
like,
the rules,
hey,
huh?
hey, you just broke 5 windows. You owe us $712.
Yeah, I don't want to do
No.
that. I don't think that's something.
So we'll just
what
we'll
if we
get a
just
different.
what if we just go ask them and they say, sure, go for it? No, not gonna happen. You doubt it?
Criminal mischief. I feel like that would be bad because I'm not paying. I'm not paying.
Fun. Okay, so last weekend, go back to last weekend because, bro, the hurricane ravaged
Oh yeah.
the mountains, and my sister lives in North Carolina. Obviously, we have friends and family in other agencies in South Carolina and those areas there, all over. And so I was a little bit concerned when I began to get reports about some of the flooding. Where were you when this news started hitting?
I was home. And
Mhm.
I'd rather not be home. If I didn't have a job, I would have got a trailer and loaded up the truck and went either west or north. I don't care which way I go. I just was thinking but everybody said there's no way in or out of Asheville. So
Yeah.
I was watching some YouTubers, they were doing their thing, and the one guy actually has a helicopter, and Cletus McFarland was up there flying his helicopter, bringing in stuff like every hour. He was going,
Mhm.
dropping stuff off, refueling, coming back,
Yeah.
and he just kept going back and forth. And he was videotaping it and posting stuff. And I was like, wow, I was like, that's crazy.
Just trying to assist with the efforts to clean up and help citizens out there, basically.
I mean, he was just bringing supplies in. He said, if you have water, EpiPens,
Whatever you got. Yeah.
any medicine, he was like, I'm bringing it. And they had a centralized spot at an airport that was close by, and he just kept making trips back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And you know what? You're right. That's the main issue, getting into the area, because I know, you know, we're veteran hurricane people here and storm people here. So before these storms come, they ship all the resources out to those locations ahead of time,
Yep.
because we already know it's going to be hard to get in, hard to clear the roads, hard to overcome flood water if there is any. So I know some people from the local area that tried to get up there, and some did through alternate routes. And I would have loved to go up, you know, and lend a helping hand, but that just wasn't in the cards for us. You got to think about not just, you know, the people and property. You got to think about pets and wildlife and
Mhm.
all that different stuff, emergency management, infrastructure. All that stuff was utterly destroyed up there. And it's really sad, man, to see that.
Yeah, horrible tragedy. And pray for those people. Hopefully they recover some people that were, you know, just hunkered down, because I think the death toll was at like 105 or something last time I checked, and it's too many.
Yeah, it's growing. It's out of control. You know what I mean? There was a video I checked out on YouTube where there was a patrol vehicle that got washed away by the actual flash flood. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then as the waters were receding, you begin to see some of the aftermath of what was going on with some of the wildlife. There was you would even see like stuff you would normally see in mountains. Like one guy found a random turtle shell. And I was like, I didn't know they had turtles in the mountains.
Random, for sure.
Speaking of turtles, Daytona Beach, Friday night.
Like a transition.
Did you see this call at Ocean Walk Shops where there was a disturbance of some sort? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think you should check it out.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, boy. Here, Chance Paul.
You ain't gonna do me. What are you gonna do to me? Hey. Don't touch me. I'm not doing anything. Don't touch me. Can you please turn the camera off? Get her in cuffs. I got it. Get off me! What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Try and take another one, 10, 12.
Get off me!
All right, it's fine. Okay, are you with her?
I'm not doing anything. I didn't touch anybody.
Can you do me a favor and step over there?
Bullshit! Get them off of me! I cannot have my hands covered. Instead of the hey, that's my mother! Hey, get off of me!
There it is.
PT, we're gonna need you over here.
Tommy, where you at?
Ocean Walk Shops.
Have him read it. Can you get the camera away, please? Question. No. Father, what is he doing wrong? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? This dumbass! I want to know, what did he do wrong?
There it is. All right. Enough of that. Dude.
That's enough. Somebody flip over Donatello. He needs to be off of his back.
What was the purpose of kicking his shoes off? Can you talk to me about that?
It's Florida, dude. It's hot. And when you're on your back, you got to kick the shoes off to relieve some of the heat out of your body.
Oh, I didn't think about that way.
He's exerting himself. Shoes are constricting.
Oh, think the cuffs are the most restrictive thing. She said she couldn't be in handcuffs, but she was in handcuffs. I don't know.
Very nicely too. She was in them.
I mean, there's alcohol involved with the situation, right? Not this one, that one.
Yeah.
There had to be alcohol. I mean,
even if there was alcohol, what drives you to do those things?
what other explanation is it? I just don't get why somebody in their right mind would just go crazy with the cops. Get off of me! And borderline resisting arrest, battery, LEO.
Yes. All the things. And dad with the balloon. I mean, he's interfering. Cuff dad up too.
All three.
Let's go. Let's go. Family affair.
That's it. That's what I like to call it. All of them can be taking a ride in the wagon. They could be. My question for you is, did you spot the guy minding his business in the background, leaning on the trash can? The guy who was just like, ooh, wee. You didn't see him, did you?
I didn't see him.
You didn't see a thing. I know you didn't. I barely saw it myself, but I spotted it after the 5th time I watched it.
Now, was it like a concerned citizen? Or was it like a I love this?
I think it's more of I love this. Let's see if I can find him. Let me see if I can. Does the cameraman kind of zoomed in on him?
Cameraman's on point with some of the stuff.
Aren't they always? They are legit, dude.
What about the spider on Chief's back?
The spider on Chief's back. You know what would happen to me if that spider was
on. Oh, you'd be done. Traffic stops over. Everybody go home. You're done.
I'm not going that far. I mean, I don't want to say all that.
Come on.
I'm not that scared of spiders. Look at this guy in the back. Look at this guy in the background.
Oh yeah.
There was a better shot. He was just leaning against the trash, and he was just like, I guess that's what's happening around here. Yes, sir.
Do we want to say it's typical Daytona stuff, or I mean,
Daytona's a great place to come work, study, live, vacation. It's a great place. Oftentimes, people are a little too intoxicated all around the country,
everywhere,
or they're having a bad day. Daytona's no different anywhere else. It's great to be here. Love the city. I live in the city. So typical boardwalk, ocean walk stuff, and that's where we're gonna go be man on the street and talk to people, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
During some of these concerts and things of that nature. All right, so that was that. Chief Taylor had the spider on his back, itsy bitsy spider.
He zoomed in so close you could see the eyes on the spider.
That was crazy.
I was like, that is an epic spot of a spider.
Yeah. There's right there. It's Big Daddy Long Legs.
Nobody helped the brother out though. They was like, get it off. Nope. They just said, nah. Well, I bet you the cameraman was like, shh. He was like, DeLeon, just step back for a second. Let this play out. Let this play out.
Get out the way. Because imagine him slapping him on the back and killing the spider on TV. You know, Peter would have went crazy. You know, as people are sometimes. Every animal life matters.
I mean, you could have picked it up.
No thanks.
No, okay.
Speaking of picking it up, again, Hazen steps aside. Arkansas State Police, is that who it is? Arkansas County.
It was county. It was county. It wasn't state.
Steps into the fray, filling in that gap and that desire for, you know, a Midwest Southern area agency. Arkansas is away. Now, we spoke to Chief Taylor, and his son works for the State Patrol, I believe.
Yep. Those are the bad boys.
The Arkansas County guys.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're going to have any chases, because you can chase cars in there a state all day long, right?
Apparently, but maybe the higher ups like, don't be like everybody else. Just keep it down to a low roar.
Right.
Right. Don't take it to 100 because we want to keep our cars and save ourselves from everything else that might happen with
destroying cars and hurting people and lawsuits and things of that nature. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But just for an example, Florida Highway Patrol, which is our state agency, can chase cars anywhere and everywhere.
And motorcycles now.
There you go, including motorcycles. But we can't.
And pit them.
They pit motorcycles?
allowed to pit motorcycles. They made it a publicly known on their Instagram. If you run, and if
We
you
will
think
chase you.
pretty much, they said if you decide to run in 15 seconds, we will pit you, whether it's a car, a truck, a motorcycle. I was like, wow.
15. Where's the timer? Is there a timer in these chargers that goes off when the
Maybe
lights hit and it blinks inside the car? Pit.
maybe it was just him saying, when we catch up to you, we're gonna pit you no matter what.
Maybe.
But they showed it. They showed them pitting a motorcycle.
What? On IG?
No, it was on YouTube.
I gotta check that out. I didn't see.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So we're gonna find that video, and then the next thing we're gonna share that on some of our socials.
I'll say we'll do a little. Since you haven't seen it, we'll do a little. Let you get a little of the first showing of it and get your reaction to it.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Expecting big things going forward. I know for a fact, in the coming weekends, one or two of the co-hosts may not be there. We're expecting to see some faces of officers from the field in the studio going forward. I'm not saying it's me. I'm not saying it's not me. All I'm saying is there will be some faces in the studio that are not Curtis and or Rizzo. I would expect to see that coming soon. Also, I would expect to see you guys in Daytona Beach getting some calendars. We got some big stuff coming up. Big stuff, Jim. October's a busy month.
It is.
Big Halloween party. I'm not going to say too much about that.
Whoa. Let's not say anything.
I was not going to say anything.
Just because all right. I don't want to jinx old Milton's category 2 coming across the state and me having to take down all my decorations again.
The city of Daytona Beach is giving out sandbags starting tomorrow. Take your decorations down tomorrow.
We just put more up today.
So just
even though I saw the hurricane coming, I said, nah, we just got some new stuff. We're putting it up.
I'll be over later to check those out, and I will send a picture to the people on social media. The Volusia County Guns and Hoses calendars are available. Take a look here. Yours truly, a bunch of the guys from OPL are there if you're in the greater Daytona Beach area and you want one of these calendars. DM me. Whatever you need to do, get a hold of me. I'll meet up with you at the police department. I will sign that calendar for you. $25 is the going rate in person. Plus, I'll throw in some goodies for the people. Is that cool? You think I throw some extra goodies for them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's get this thing going.
$30 plus tax online. The link is in some of our other posts. I did a video from last week at the gala. That was great fun. So other law enforcement from around our counties in there. Fire department guys and girls are in there. It's for the cure for cancer. Jimmy and I will be hanging out, doing some fun stuff coming up here soon. I would anticipate some very good content going forward. You excited about the show tonight?
Sure.
I think it's there's trucks in town.
There's trucks and Subarus, so there's a lot going on. And
Daytona Beach.
And we should ask, has anybody heard of a diaper party for men? Because I never heard of this, but I'm going to one tonight. So what should I bring?
Should I show up? Should I just...
Yeah, come on over to the house and you can roll with me. And we're gonna go to this. It's for I mean, it could be co-ed.
Is it for elderly man or a baby?
I already said I'm getting Depends for my buddy. It's for a baby, but just as a joke, I'm getting him Depends. I don't care.
Yeah, little gag gift.
I don't care about them kids. Too young. They don't know about no presents.
Dude, you're too much.
Get my boy some Depends, and that's the diaper he's getting. The kid will be fine.
Yeah, it's a story, and we're sticking to it.
It'd be hilarious.
So we're gonna hook up. I'll be there soon. You're not far from me. A few minutes. We'll go to the diaper party. A little bit of the show tonight. Some interesting stuff coming up. Testing some products and
oh yeah, look, don't drop these bad boys.
So if you're following us on social media, make sure you're following very closely. Off Patrol Life on IG, OPL Recaps on X, Off Patrol Life, OPL Recaps on Facebook, right?
Yep.
And all that good stuff. And don't forget the YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys checking us out. Jim, I'm on my way. Yeah?
You gonna help me take down these decorations?
Let's do it.
Nah, ain't happening. I'm waiting until the winds hit more than 40 miles an hour.
You're out of control.
That's right.
All right. Check out this song from our buddy, Live It PD. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Break my defenses. Blonde hair so golden, no need for pretenses. Control my heartbeat like flashing red blue. Passions are stationed right along with you. Anything you say, sure it will be used. You lost my conviction, restrained in the truth. We'll have the right to remain silent. Love's a crime that's so violent. In my heart, you're the prime suspect. In your arms, I feel the effect. My love's a fire you can't extinguish, burning bright like a fierce anguish. Handcuffs on, no escape in sight. You're my prisoner every night. Every touch is an interrogation. Every kiss a bold declaration. Anything you say can be used. You lost my conviction, I'm locked in the truth. In my cold of hearts I find you guilty. In my mind I want you with me. Your sentence to love is left plus 50. Anything you say, can it will be used against you. In my court of hearts I find you guilty. In my mind I want you with me. Your sentence to love is life plus 50. Anything you say can will be used against you. The right to remain silent. Love's a crime that's so violent. In my heart, you're the prime suspect. In your arms, I feel the effect. My love's a fire you can't extinguish, burning bright like a fierce anguish. Handcuffs on, no escape in sight. You're my prisoner every night. Every touch is an interrogation. Every kiss a bold declaration. Anything you say can be used. You lost my conviction, I'm locked in the truth. In my court of hearts I find you guilty. In my mind I want you with me. Your sentence to love is life plus 50. Anything you say, can it will be used against you. Daytona Beach, the sun is bright. Sergeant Brian, Jimmy, jams in sight. Off patrol with a podcast twist. Friends hanging out, can't resist. Stories from the streets they share. Laughter echoes fills the air. From the cruisers to the show, Daytona Beach, they always glow. OPL recaps where fun begins. Police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now. Sergeant Brian, Jimmy jams. take a bow. Saturday nights, the mics are on, talking cases till the dawn. They told us stories fast and wild, every tale makes you smile. Beaches, waves, and bright blue skies, off patrol time really flies. From the stations to the sea, their camaraderie's the key. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Take a bow. Beaches, waves, and bright blue skies, off patrol time really flies. From the stations to the sea, the camaraderie's the key. OPL recaps where fun begins, police tales where the laughter wins. Every episode tune in now, Sergeant Brian Jimmy Jams, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow.